story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? The set, ready? 59. Watch the run, watch the run.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, 40 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down it's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now a run with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. A big play there from McCaffrey. 56 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Newton. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Slam.
On second and 7, Newton to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 36, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts, so what you're telling your team...
But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Newton going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On first down, Newton. And that is incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And Olsen over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Flushed out right. Powerful. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Look at it.
Mike 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Ready?
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
That's it. Ready?
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set. Get ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Great.
Watch the screen.
Set.
Newton on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbound.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down. On 2nd and 12, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Newton to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Staying on his feet. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Panthers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good.